Let's be honest for a second. How many times have you walked away from an argument feeling like you won, but the air in the room felt heavy and cold? You successfully proved your point. You laid out the facts. You logically dismantled the other person's argument. But instead of peace, you got silence. Instead of closeness, you got distance. The problem isn't that you are arguing. The problem is that most of us have been taught that conflict is a competition, a game where one person wins and the other loses. But in a relationship, if one person loses, the relationship loses. Welcome back to Soma and Sage. Today, we are going deep into the art of shifting from arguing to understanding. We're going to explore how to stop fighting against each other and start fighting for each other. To make this shift, we need to rewrite the rules of engagement. Here are the key strategies to turn a battlefield into a bridge. First, you have to focus on feelings, not facts. When emotions run high, we become obsessed with the facts. We obsess over timestamps, exactly what was said, and who did what. We treat the argument like a court case. But here's the reality. Facts in a relationship are often subjective. Your memory of an event and their memory of the same event will be different. Debating these details is a trap. Instead, shift to I feel statements. You can argue with a fact, but you cannot argue with a feeling. If you say, "You were rude," that is an accusation they will defend against. But if you say, "I felt hurt when that happened," that is your truth. It disarms the defense mechanisms and invites empathy. Second, we need to change how we ask questions. When we are frustrated, our favorite word becomes why. Why did you do that? Why are you acting like this? Although why seems innocent in an argument, it almost always lands as an accusation. It forces the other person to justify themselves. Try swapping why for what. Ask, what makes you say that? Or what led to that decision? This subtle linguistic shift changes the energy from an interrogation to an invitation. It shows that you are curious, not critical. You are moving from judgment to wanting to understand. Third, we must master active listening. Most of us do not listen to understand. We listen to reply. While the other person is speaking, we are mentally writing our rebuttal, waiting for them to take a breath so we can jump in and correct them. That isn't listening. That is reloading. True active listening means quieting your own mind. It means hearing their perspective without interrupting. It means validating their feelings even if you completely disagree with their facts. You can tell someone, "I can see why you would feel angry about that," without admitting you were wrong. Validation simply means, "I see you, and your emotions matter to me." Fourth, take responsibility. This is the fastest way to de-escalate a fight. In almost every conflict, both sides played a part, even if one part was small. The moment you own your slice of the pie, the moment you say, "You know what, I shouldn't have raised my voice," or "I didn't communicate that clearly," you change the game. You lower the weapons. Taking responsibility encourages the other person to do the same, moving you from enemies to collaborators. Fifth, pause for calm. We often confuse pausing with this silent treatment. The silent treatment is a weapon used to punish. Pausing is a tool used to protect. When emotions are flooding your system, your brain literally cannot process logic or empathy. You are in survival mode. It is okay to say, "I want to resolve this, but I need 20 minutes to cool down so I can hear you better." Step away, breathe, and regulate. This protects the relationship from things said in the heat of the moment that you can't take back. Finally, you must choose connection over winning. You have to decide what is more valuable to you, being right or being at peace. Long-term, being right is a lonely prize. This shift in mindset from fighting each other to fighting for the relationship changes everything. It turns this silent treatment into communication. It turns judgment into curiosity. And it turns a conflict into an opportunity to learn how to love each other better. So, the next time you feel the tension rise, remember, you are on the same team. The goal isn't to defeat your partner. The goal is to defeat the problem together. Thank you for watching Soma and Sage. If this helped you gain some perspective today, please like the video and subscribe for more content on personal growth and better relationships.